Good evening. Welcome, everyone. This is Pamela Marie Edmunds, and this is the Pet Detectives radio show here on Wednesday evenings. I'm broadcasting from Sedona, Arizona. It is 5 p.m. here, and everybody else coming in, let's see, I believe East Coast, you're coming in at 7. Central Standard Time, you're coming in at 6. West Coast is coming in at 4. Yeah, you guys are an hour early. So anyway, welcome. I am a medium. I have been hosting radio shows, oh gosh, over 20 years now. And I also am an animal communicator, a pet detective, trance channel teacher. The list goes on and on. And as I say, I've been doing these shows for a number of years. This particular show has probably been running now about, I'd say, a couple months. It's the newest show, and it's probably the most unique. And I just want to give a little background on what this show does come from. It is focused in on Pet Detectives International, which is an organization that I am a part of. I'm one of the teammates of Elaine Evans, which we're hoping she'll be joining us this evening. And she created Pet Detectives, and it's about search and rescue for pets, whether they're here or whether they're in the spirit side of life. And it is a phenomenal experience to be a part of. I want to say is that those of you who are here are all animal lovers, and you know how important it is that those animals that are here and have been here get the due respect that they deserve, that they are very, very much it's what I'm going to say, part of our families. When we're talking those that live with us, our domesticated animals, and that grief in that area is huge, My current pet, Sylvester, was here as I just was opening up the Zoom, and Sylvester is a black and white tuxedo cat, and he's a gift. He is a total gift for me. His predecessor, Earth Angel, who is in the spirit side of life and communicates to me, and actually is a team member of the Pet Detectives International. And he helps us find lost and missing animals. He helps by way of channeling. And as I was pulling together the topic for tonight's show, you know, sometimes it's challenging to come up with a topic, but when you're working with spirit, what I find is ask and somehow the answer comes forward. Well, for those of you who haven't heard this yet, I have started a book, first of many, and this book is about my dear beloved dog in spirit, Earth Angel. At the moment, the title is just merely Earth Angel. Well, he was with me for 14 years. And matter of fact, he was the one who came with me to, excuse me, let that go. He rode with me cross country, because I'm originally from New England, Massachusetts, to Sedona, Arizona. And matter of fact, his anniversary crossing date will be 6 years this January. And I knew he was getting older. I knew the heat wasn't going to be something good for him. You know, being in Arizona, you get a swing, the temperatures swing up to 100 and over sometimes, even though I'm up in Sedona, which is higher elevation and it's not as hot. Well, sure enough, he got sick here. He crossed over the month after I arrived. But he's been communicating me since then. And I'm writing a book about his story. his story here on the physical side of the planet, and now his work he's doing in the spirit side of life. It's got some interesting excerpts. It's taking me some time to get together. But while I was working on coming up with the topic for this show, what came in, I heard loud and clear. I am still here, Mom. I am still here, Mom. And that's the focus of the work I'm doing with him. But you know what? It's true about all the animals that we have loved dearly. They are still here with us. And we can and are capable of sensing them at various times. Okay. I'll give you some examples what happens. I truly feel that my current cat, Sylvester, and Earth Angel are connected on a soul level. I know Earth Angel and I were, and this is going to be in the book. I had an opportunity out of the blue to be a part of a group past life regression. And for those of you who aren't familiar, basically it's where you go into a bit of a hypnotic state, and you actually will get remembrances from other lifetimes. Well, sure enough, the minute I shut my eyes, who shows up? Earth Angel. And he and I went back to a lifetime. I was like a farm girl. I was young, probably 5 or 6 years old. And the neighbors, the neighborhood farm, next door farm, happened to have some puppies. So, you kind of get the routine. Well, my parents, who they were at that time, I'm not sure if they connect anybody in this time, but we went to look at the pups, and I picked out a puppy. It didn't look like Earth Angel from this lifetime, but I knew it was Earth Angel. Okay. And he was my buddy for up until my late teens, and something happened and he crossed over. And I remember going through grief and whatnot there from that lifetime. But you know what? And people don't always realize it. When you have a pet you care for dearly, and then you lose them, they die, they leave you, they get lost, whatever. A lot of times we have some pretty intense emotions, okay? And have you ever thought that you maybe have been with them in another lifetime? I want to share that, because that's something that has come to me since I have been working more with animals, since my own experience with Earth Angel. Because what came to me exactly was I was grieving him in this lifetime, but I still had some grieving to complete from that one previous lifetime. Who knows? I don't know if we've been together a number of times. I just know we're working together in a very unique way here and now. Okay. And like I said, I am still here, Mom. And I added and Dad to cover for the dads too. Pet moms, pet dads. Okay. Earth Angel will do some unique things with the cat. And that's why I feel like, and I've already been confirmed that the two of them have been together before, and that he helped me find the cat, Sylvester. If I get a chance, I'll show him to a couple of you who haven't seen him before. But the point being is, have you ever had an animal after having another animal and say, gee, he or she is doing things that make me think of such and such. Such and such used to do that. I see you nodding with Donald, at ringing a bell. Well, you know what? Very likely it was the other animal. Okay. And this is posted on, okay, we have the Pet Detectives International YouTube channel. but I also have my own YouTube channel, Pamela Marie Edmunds, okay? If you go in there, it's a short clip. I have these little plastic balls, and they have a little bell inside them. And I'll roll them around, and Sylvester will chase after them, okay? I have a space in my other room that I call my art table. I sit and I color and stuff like that and have a beautiful view. And I was sitting there, and I hadn't rolled the ball for him or anything, but all of a sudden he comes into the room with this thing in his mouth, walks up to me, and then drops it on the floor right next to me. Stumped, it really puzzled me. I was like, what? You good? And he did it a couple times, and I said, good boy, like you would. And I started talking to a friend of mine, and they said, you know, that sounds like that was Earth Angel. And I said, that would make sense. I taught Earth Angel how to fetch a ball. Sylvester, the cat, no, I didn't teach him to fetch a ball. So what was happening was Earth Angel was overshadowing Sylvester. Earth Angel was partially present, but was letting me know he was here. I am still here. So yes, I will admit I am a medium, and so psychic things may be a little more noticeable, but we all are mediums. We all are capable of seeing some of those subtle ways our animals are still here. I am still here, Mom and Dad. And I am still capable of communicating. And I want to welcome here, take a little break from my rant here, my talk, and welcome Elaine Evans. I see you've come in with beautiful Lucky. And I hope you're okay. Can you unmute yourself, dear?
Yes, it's taken me almost a half an hour to get in here. I can't even believe that I've jumped through for hoops. So here I am. Hi, everyone.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that you had trouble getting in. I did try calling you to make sure everything was okay, but I'm glad you're here. We'll have to talk afterwards and see how we can correct that.
Oh, I'm done. I'm stick a fork in me after this.
Oh. And well, I'm glad you've joined us. We have Judy and Donald here.
Awesome.
We did have one other woman who stepped away a few minutes ago. And hopefully she'll come back. If not, we were grateful she came in. And basically, June, I'm sharing a few of the experiences I've had on my own with how the beloved pets that we've lost have shown themselves, but also want to kind of get into a little more conversation how these animals are still here, just like your dear Jerry's still around, and all of our yesterday my father showed up. You and I had conversation about that. When I get the pull to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's usually a dad's here, and he wanted to make sure that I knew he was here. It wasn't, you didn't just come through saying he was here, but I'm here. So
Okay, so have either one of Judy or Donald shared?
Not yet. Not yet. Donald did have a real quick picture of, is it Chris? Chris is yep, a real quick picture of Chris at the, it blew in and blew out just before we saw Donald's face when Donald arrived. So, and some of the sharings I just had here, Donald was nodding his head because I shared the story about how Sylvester went and fetched the cat wall. And you, matter of fact, it was you that said, you know, that was Earth Angel. That was Earth Angel. I use the word overshadow. You do what? What's the term?
Oh, just,
Tag along or something?
well, usually it's like a raid or, walk along. I call it a
Walk along. Okay, walk along. Okay.
Christian is a riot. Donald's dog, Chris, oh my gosh. Ask Donald about some of the fun.
Well, why don't we have Donald unmute himself here? And I'm curious at why he was smirking. He had something triggered, got him smirking. Go ahead,
Oh,
Donald.
just thinking about my fur buddy there. That's all.
How long's been?
Also, there's a
Go
friend of mine that just joined the show. Be Jody. She just signed in on it. I invited her in.
Is that the person who was here a minute ago? Are you talking this show or your show?
This show here.
Okay. She was here. She's gone.
She should still be here.
Okay.
She's new to Zoom, so she's still experimenting with it.
Okay.
Bless her heart.
Okay. Well, thank you for inviting her, and if she wants, please steer her to the YouTube channel, that Pet Detectives International. She can see the rest of this, and she can see some of the other shows too.
Oh yes.
Okay. All right. So what has Christian done, or Christy is Chris? You call him Chris. What has Chris done that would make you think that I don't know, what has Chris done since she's crossed? It's a she, correct?
No.
He.
It's a he. Chris is a he. Okay, I apologize. It's both names, can be both he or she. What has Chris done to let you know that he's around still?
He does. He's always giving June suggestions. Plus, I can sense him. I can sense him here around me a lot.
Okay.
Getting
Was there-
nudged quite often.
Okay. Was there a little bit of a devilish, not devilish, playful side, extra playful side of him?
Yeah, he had a little bit of that in him. Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit, Donald,
He
come
was,
on.
he was generally a character.
He didn't have a little bit. He had a lot. There were a lot of things he gave me. Yes.
And you know, and tonight it's not meant for readings. It's not a knife meant for reading. It's more for us to still
No,
discuss
but
all
the
these things.
the
Go
things
ahead.
that he gave me in the past for Donald were things I didn't want to say. I just was meeting Donald, and it was so cute. I mean, some of the things he would say were a little bit off, shall we say, off color.
Okay.
And I gave it to Donald, and of course he knew. Yeah.
Okay. So tonight's show is all about I am still here. I am still here, Mom. And you know, Donald, I wasn't thinking when I heard the message, Mom, it was I am still here, Mom. And I added in Dad. I wasn't thinking of you, but Spirit apparently was allotting for you too and any of the other dads. Okay. All right. How does Chris let you know he's around? What does he do for you? Not necessarily with June. What does he do directly to you, Donald?
To me, oh, I'll feel him nudge me every now and then. Feel him brush up against me. And sometimes I'll just feel his presence. You know,
Yep,
just
yep.
unmistakably. That's
Yep.
sometimes it just pop up into my mind. You know,
Well, and that's
mind's eye.
right, and that's and even you getting thoughts of him aren't necessarily your thoughts. They can be him saying, "I'm here, Dad. I'm here, Dad."
Yep.
All right. Yep. Very simply done. Okay. Okay. Somebody got another pet there? Is there another pet there? Somebody got a pet there, Donald?
Hmm?
No? I'm hearing I'm hearing sound. I'm thinking it's from your. Is there another?
Yes, you are. Zoe's wandering around here. Little Finn and Tater, the three resident Shelties at the moment.
Shelties. Oh, gee. So you
Yep.
landed at a Sheltie house. Good for you. Okay. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh, I want to let Judy. I think Judy's got some things to say, because Judy's got her dear beloved boo. Okay, we've got somebody else who's joining us. Jody coming in. Wonderful. Welcome, Jody.
Yeah.
All right. Is that who you linked up, Donald? Jody?
Yeah, she's been a good friend.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so we've got a Jody and a Judy. So I'm gonna have to watch as I'm talking. Judy. Okay, Judy, you've got beloved Boo in the back, and we always know Boo's around.
He's really been with me strongly all this week, and very strongly, enough so that I'm thinking he's right here. And when I stand up, I expect him to stand up. I feel him, I hear him. He's something he didn't normally do for quite some time before he passed to the other side. He didn't sleep with me. Now he's getting up on the bed.
Well,
He's really close to me, because I guess he knows I need him right now.
well, and can I just say, that I know you've been going through some medical things, so he's helping you through those. Is that okay that I just say that without?
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. And two, I'm having chronic fatigue right now, which is, it causes brain fog and intense physical fatigue. But he's really, really with me. Maybe he's giving me energy. I don't know.
How long is
how close he is.
How long has Boo been on the other side, sweetheart?
You know, I don't even think in that way, but took about 2 years. Yeah.
That all, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little over 2.
Okay. Okay. And everybody could see Boo's picture. Beautiful. It's like he's smiling, isn't it?
Always smiling, yes.
And you know, that's a wonderful energy to have around, is a smiling energy like that. Okay. And is he the only animal that you've had that you ever sense around you, or is there another animal?
Well, some of my cats that I was very close with, but he more strong. The cats, it's been quite a while now since they passed on to the other side. They came back to visit. One in particular visited frequently.
Okay.
And not as much now. It's mostly Boo.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you for talking. Thank you for sharing. And Jody, how are you doing down there? Are you still connecting to audio? So this is a new experience for you, Zoom. It's fairly easy once you get the hang of it. And it's you know what, our best helpers, if we got somebody who's a teenager or a youngster around us, they can give us some great help in connecting, because computers are a big deal to them. So anyway, June, have you got anything comments you want to add or share? Because June
Yes,
is
I
actually,
do.
June is my teammate with Pet Detectives International. She's the one who created it. And we followed the guidance of spirit together, and now here we are. So I'll be quiet and you go ahead, June.
Well, don't be quiet. I love to hear you all the
Oh,
time.
thank you. But you've got to I gotta let you talk too, sweetheart.
Yes, I want to know from Donald, as soon as he finishes his strip. Are you stripping? Donald, let me know when you're done, please. Are you done?
Just shedding the sweatshirt.
Okay, I'd like to know who that beautiful dog was that you just brought on, please. And can you bring the dog back? Is that Zoe?
That was Zoe.
Well, can we see her again, please?
Yeah, Zoe. Come here, Zoe.
Zoe,
Zoe.
baby. Come on,
Hey,
Zoe.
baby, come here.
See the back, I see the back end.
Yeah, but she had a beautiful face. Oh, show and tell, Pamela.
Oh, beautiful,
Zoe.
beautiful.
Hello, beautiful girl. Look at you.
And you know what? She's got a lot to say, doesn't she, June?
Yeah, look at her posing. Will you look at her? Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
cute. Okay, thank you, Donald.
And how old is Zoe?
Here's Finn.
Anybody know? And who's this?
Finn.
Finn.
Belmar's little pit.
Okay, so
Yep.
Finn's a little darker. And
Is that Jody in the back? Is that Jody?
No,
Is that-
that's Wanda.
Hi.
Hi,
hello. And who was and was that a new dog? Because I know there's three animals there, right?
Yeah, there's Zoe, there's Finn, and then there's Tater. Tater's
Oh,
off doing something in the front room.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for showing them to us. Wonderful. And Jody, have you been able to get the audio so you can hear us speaking? That's okay if you can't respond or you don't want to. That's all right. That happens too.
guess who's here, Mama?
Say again?
She's kind
Yes,
of cute. She's
yes,
kind of
he's
cute
good.
to zoom in.
I'm talking to you, Pamela.
What, dear?
Guess who's here with you?
Earth Angel, of course.
Yes, he's singing Earth Angel, please be
Oh.
mine. It's an old song I can't sing.
And that had nothing to do with him being named. Nothing to do with him being named.
But
Earth.
he knows he can get to me that way because he knows I know that song. Yeah.
Well, and Earth Angel is another one of our teammates in Pet Detectives International. And June was blessed to see him when he was in his physical body. And had some insight that he wasn't going to be around that much longer at the time. So anyway, she's auntie. So Jody, are you able to hear us, dear? Okay, that's all right. Okay. All right. So June, we want to talk a little bit about I am still here. I am still here, Mom and Dad. What have you got for pets that are still here? And some of your experiences.
The only thing that I don't want to share anything about what I have. I want to share what the animals are sharing with me for the last year.
Go ahead.
And I'll just put it in 2 or 3 things. Number one, animals who pass into spirit are really tired of not, they don't want to keep hearing they've passed and gone over the Rainbow Bridge and that's the end of it. That's just not true. That's just not true. They don't go over the Rainbow Bridge and leave us. They don't leave us. In fact, they'll lay with us every single night on the floor next to our feet or on the bed with us or whatever and wait for us. What, I mean, okay, thank you. I'm getting some help from,
Please, go right ahead.
the second thing is they have rights. Just because they have rights on this side and that side. And they want us to know that one of the things they have a right to is communication. They're trying to connect with you. Please, Mom. Please, Dad. Please, Donald. Please, Judy. Please, Jody. Whoever's listening tonight. They're trying to connect with you. Do you not hear their toenails on the floor? Click, 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 click sometime? Do you not feel them press up against your body in bed? Do you not feel? Please don't dismiss them. They'll send smells. They'll send, if they can't reach you, mental telepathy, they'll reach you through sense, like a smell of something of theirs. They'll reach you any way they can. Please, we have to, please, everybody, start. Don't ignore our pets on the other side. They have a right to communicate with us.
Thank you. And you touched on a topic that you and I had a discussion about before as this show was unfolding, I'll call it, as the topic was coming to clarity for me. Because matter of fact, I got the nudge to call you. I says, June, we got a show coming up. What's our topic going to be? Can you give me a hand? And we just started talking. And afterwards, that was when I got the topic of I am still here, Mom and Dad. You mentioned something called the Rainbow Bridge, which has become a very popular item related to animals. And both you and I are practicing mediums, evidential mediums, the animal communicators. We have numerous animals around us, whether they're physical or their spirit. And I'm going to say it right here. There is no such thing as the Rainbow Bridge. I don't know where it came from. And I believe you had said something, and we can elaborate on this, June, that the Rainbow Bridge almost, it limits us thinking that we cannot connect to them. They're in spirit, just like our mother, our father, our grandparents, all those other physical beings have crossed over. And these pets are sitting, they're not sitting, they're keeping active because of course they're coming to visit us, but they are waiting so that we can all be together again. And I'm talking a group like, okay, Sylvester, who's here in the physical, when he crosses over, he'll join with Sylvester, Earth Angel. And there are other pets going back, it's childhood. Matter of fact, I was reminding of Tigger, and I always had pets growing up. We always had one dog and one cat. And it was kind of, so we had experience of both. But the point being is they are in the spirit world. They are that close to us. We can feel them, we can hear them, we can see them sometimes. And it's almost like, okay, anybody had the feeling of a feather touch their face? That's spirit. That is spirit showing they're here. They're brushing against your face. They're as close to you as your breath. And we can hear them, we can see them, we can feel them. Part of what happens too here, and I want to touch on this, I want to roll right now. When we quiet ourselves, when we center ourselves, when we're relaxed, we raise our vibration. right? Because that dense, heavy, sad vibration is lowered, right? But we raise our vibration. They then lower theirs to us so we can feel them, see them, hear them. It's that simple. It's that simple. June, do you have something to add on this?
Yes, I certainly do, because they're all over me right now. Donald, Jody, Judy. Unconditional love is the words they're giving me. How many human beings, let's all be honest, how many human beings have we known that have given us unconditional love? We might have had marriages and we've loved and loved, but unconditional love. Think about your dogs, your animals.
Yep.
I'm gonna,
I
yeah,
mean, let's face it. I don't like to say this, but I'm going to say it because they're giving it to me. They would die for us. They'd die for us. They'd do anything for us. They love us unconditionally. They will live for us. Thank you. Okay, I got a little, who's this, Chris? Okay. Chris said they would live for us. They would actually, well, if daddy says, well, Chris, you got to go to the vets because you have cancer and one of the legs has to come off. Well, you think that Chris wants to hear that? But I mean, he'd go through that, just whatever it was to take to live for us, to live. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not for that, everybody, by the way. I don't like the idea that we have to put our pets through. Maybe he would lose a leg so that he could stay with his dad, but I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right. I think that if our pet has cancer and the pet's suffering and they don't want the medicine and all of that, they want to go. They just want to go. They don't want their leg cut off. Let them go. Why can't we give unconditional love back? We let you go.
right, right. And thank you, June. Yeah. And you and I have had discussions about how a lot of the animals have, if they could speak and be heard by all their pet parents, they would be saying, please don't give me that medicine, or please don't do that surgery to me. Save the money for whatever your needs are. That's the truth of it. I just want to share, coming from a psychological perspective, because I do a lot of readings for a lot of people at multiple levels, and I touched upon it very briefly. I mentioned about Earth Angel and we did a past life regression. And I was unexpected. This was after Earth Angel, my beloved dog, who's now it'll be 6 years in January. But he showed up and he was in another dog's body. I was in another body, and just showed me that we'd been together before, and then showed me that he crossed over. But what an important piece here is that there was grief coming in from more than one place. One, I had lost him here, and then I lost him another time. But how many people, when a pet crosses over, have had grief in their past that they haven't resolved yet? And that pet is helping them to resolve it. That pet is assisting them by crossing over, by leaving. They're triggering that emotion that's been locked up inside. Okay, so I want to say they can be gifts. They can be little gifts. But I also want to say is that they know what our needs are. These animals, especially now, know exactly what all our needs are. If I get a chance, if he's going to come in, I'd like to show you Sylvester. Sylvester, see, I got him 2 years after Earth Angel crossed over. So Sylvester's been with me about a little over about four years. And I wasn't planning on getting another pet. Don't you love that? I wasn't planning on getting another pet. I knew I couldn't take on another dog. But all of a sudden I had this nudges coming in that I need to get a cat. And I was told exactly where to find him. Little did I know, and I'm going to share this, a couple months after he came into my life, that I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I have had to go through a number of surgeries, things I didn't want to be a part of. I was sad, I was lonely, I needed touch, and guess what? He came in to help out. He came in to be there. And now, of course, we've bonded, and he's a great little communicator. We've talked about him communicating to June on the phone, literally on the phone. He chews on my phone when he has communication to share. But these animals, they're part of our lives. Whether they're in spirit or they're here, the physical form, they are still a part of our lives. And I want to say, if you understand that we come through numerous lifetimes, that we contracted to have each and every one of these pets here with us. Chris and the whole crew that you've had with you, Donald, over the years, were meant to be here. What happened for me, and I think it happened for a lot of people listening to me, the first pet I ever had was there when mom and dad couldn't be there. And give me that unconditional love, like June was talking. I learned it as a little girl. And I'm so blessed. Aren't we all blessed to have these wonderful animals? They truly know what our needs are, don't they?
Yep.
Donald, want to add to that? Can you think of anything?
Oh, you're absolutely.
And this, I'm telling you, is from my experience. And I'm getting teary talking.
Okay, does Jody, I'd like to hear from Jody. Donald, if Jody can't talk to us, can she relate to you a question for us girls? Or does
Maybe
have-
she could do a question in the chat, maybe? My sense is Jody's another wonderful pet lover. Am I correct?
Yes, she is.
I also
Yes, she
feel
is. She's got a little corgi, and she's got some cats she feeds, mainly throwaways that showed up at her house, and she takes care of them. And her sister is involved in animal rescue. They're basically animal loving family.
and may I say, I also feel she's quite intuitive too.
She is.
Okay.
Donald, tell Jody she already knows she's a healer. She has heat coming from her hands when she touches those babies.
Yep.
And that's what gets her through. Does she understand that? If she doesn't, please get in touch with me because I'd like to talk to her more over the phone or via email. She's
She'll be
a
back.
healer.
I feel like Donald's hooking her to our group here, but to anything that is pet loving, and that's what this is all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Love that picture, you Jody. Great smile on you. Have you found the way to communicate? Your mic is live, Jody, so that you could communicate. Pardon?
He does not have audio.
Okay. She's got audio, but she's not on. Right. There's something there that needs to be checked.
Mhm.
I've got her on Messenger on another device. I'll let you know something in a minute.
Okay. maybe you can assist her and,
Okay, well, right now she's just too shy to talk. I just
Oh,
got that
that's
response
fine.
back.
that's fine.
So
We're
she
glad she's here.
she's just gonna enjoy the show until she gets comfortable, and she
Okay. And I will let Jody know, and I'm not sure she heard this or not. This show is recorded, and it will be put into the archives, which is YouTube channel called Pet Detectives International. We do this show weekly. And to be honest, I have no clue what our topic is for next week. The topic comes up during the week, and more or less let people know. And Jody, if you're able to, and you'd like to, please friend June, Elaine, and I. We're both, I don't know if she does Facebook. Does she do Facebook too, Donald?
oh yeah, she does.
Okay. If you become one of our Facebook friends, you'll see more posts about animals. There's also a group, Facebook group. It's titled Pet Detectives literally Pet Detectives International then the space net. And we'd love to have you join in there. We post things about the group. There's also a website. It's petdetectivesinternational.net. And June, Elaine, and I are right now in the midst of a few cases that are just about ready to perk. Okay? And we've been sharing experiences here, talk a little bit about that stuff. That's also in the Facebook group, but it's also on the website. Okay. And Jody, obviously, if Jody knows you, Donald, she already knows about your pause, MIA, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She's caught the last couple of shows, and she's pretty active on the page and
Good.
everything.
Good. June, would you
Well,
like to share?
her and her
Yeah.
family, they're
Go ahead, Donald.
I said they're like I said, her and her family, they're big time animal lovers and into rescue and everything. So they follow
And-
Paul's and they follow the radio show and everything. So
And where is she? Where is she located? What state?
she's in Pennsylvania. We're close to Williamsport.
Okay.
We met when I
June.
went out to service her furnace.
Okay, because you guys are cold. Okay. All right. Okay, June, I saw you unmute. You got something to share, dear?
Yeah, I do. I'm being drawn big time to duty, but at the same time, I think that's a riot that Donald said he's going out to fix the furnace. Donald, you bad boy. I just love him. So, Jody, I want to share with you something real quick. If you probably wouldn't, why do you think that you're not seeing me out there like these brave people, Donald, Judy, and Pamela? I'm behind I notice you've got a dark screen. I'm behind my kitty, Lucky. By the way, Lucky, I think that's what's showing up.
Yes.
Lucky was, I found Lucky, Jody. I found Lucky and a veterinarian being ready to be put down because nobody really wanted him. Anyway, he was thrown out of a car, literally thrown out of a car going about 40 miles an hour. How he ever lived, I'll never know, but he lived for me. But I want you to know something, Jody. I'm shy too, and I got to run a business. I mean, I've got to try to come out of that shell. So why don't you and I meet on the phone sometime and have a chat? You don't have to show your face or your picture or anything else, but I'm telling you right now, I don't really, I'm not a public I don't want to be out in the public, but I have to because I want to talk to the animals because I have that passion and I have the gifts. So Jody, you and I can talk sometime. Let's talk about this. Judy, your dog keeps coming to me and I got to ask you, maybe I've got the wrong, but were you looking for, are you eating grapes today? Or were you looking for grapes? Are you thinking,
I had wanted to order grapes the next time I bought groceries.
okay. Unless, I know we're not supposed to be really doing, Pamela and I are supposed to be doing messages, but that sweet baby behind you, he said two things. It's Judy's turn to cry, Judy's turn to cry, Judy's turn to cry. And then something about, it's a song. And then he said, Mama, if you're crying, I can't get through. And then he said grapes. And so he said it, to help you, Judy, you could take a battery operated candle or a real one and light it and just set time for you and him, for you and your baby to sit and see what you can get, because there's all kinds of fun things you can be getting. Yeah,
There goes the humming on your computer, June.
yeah, I'm gonna shut it off.
Let's send June some positive energy towards that new computer that she's already been looking at, okay? And because right
Yes.
now she's bouncing back between two computers that aren't very nice. Old and anyway, and that's the results there of one of them. So but try turning yourself back on again, June, to see if it's quieted down.
Nope, I think it's still doing its thing, but
No, go ahead. You can finish.
So,
Anything else?
Jody, and the other lady in the background that showed herself briefly, Donald, what was her name? When,
Wanda,
Oh, the woman that came and left.
yeah. There's something about her that I was drawn to as well. So if she ever wants to call me, the girls, Donald, you have my phone number, even though you don't call me
Mhm.
anymore.
He's busy he's busy.
I
He's,
will.
he's busy where he's at too. Making friends.
I will, Jen. I promise.
And it's Zena, right? Zena. Zena?
Who's Zena?
One of the dogs.
Or is that a person? I don't know. June?
Zena's a dog.
Okay.
And the particular one she's talking about is probably Chris's girlfriend over there in Spirit Land, because she was a puppy mill survivor and never had a name. And I gave her the name Zena. It's the only dog I ever named after the Zena that I had in the service.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured she never had a name in life. She deserved one in the afterlife. So I figured with her spirit, the warrior princess would be a good one for her. And that was the name of my dog when I was in the court.
So wonderful. June, why don't you come back in, hon?
Yep, I'll try.
Good. It's quiet in the background there. It's working. And because our topic here is, I'm still here, Mom and Dad. Now, who's still around you that were pets? You've still got Lucky.
Yes, Jake came down tonight through via Casper, the dog upstairs, and laid down by my feet.
Well, we explain that a little more thoroughly for people to understand. I can understand it, but I'm not sure everybody does.
About Casper?
Jake and Casper, what happened?
Casper is a dog here that belongs to my son and his wife. They're upstairs. I'm down in the basement. It's a finished basement, but I love it down here anyway. Casper comes to visit me, and he'll go to the peanut butter, the closet where the peanut butter is, and I know that's Jake. It's not Casper. I mean, it's Casper, but Jake is kind of, his soul is with him as well, to come to talk to me.
And
I'm
Jake,
still grieving a bit over Jake.
I know. Jake's only been gone, what, 6 months or more?
Yeah, so, yeah.
And Jake is a handsome, big black lab,
Yeah.
right?
And just like with like Judy's dog was saying, Mom, if you're crying, I can't get through. It's really
Yep. And a lot of times, you know, when we go about in the car, those pets join us in the car just like they used to. Right?
Well, I have another short story to tell. I just
Please.
here now. Her name is Lucy. We're looking for Lucy's remains here in the state of New Hampshire.
Yep.
Lucy's remains. I don't think we're going to find Lucy's remains. I think that her dear body is beyond that. But she had a collar that she wants us to find. So we're still looking for the collar. Sorry about that. So Lucy, go ahead, Lucy. Oh, she's okay. So she wants me, what makes me laugh is she's talking about the Shelties. I didn't even know about Sheltie dogs till I met Donald. And that's one of the biggest, she said the Shelties are a riot. I mean, it's like they own the place. She said it's like they own the joint over there. And she said, and if you don't listen to them, they hang in packs. They all hang together and they get what they want. And some of them are producers and directors and they're whatever. But the Shelties are very smart and beautiful. And yes, I do have 7 of them. Sheltie
And
dogs.
and let people know what kind of a dog Lucy was when she was physical.
Spaniel. Springer Spaniel.
Okay. Beautiful dog. And we just to simply let people know, we've got somebody else who's kind of joined us and is on the ground helping to find that collar. And it's important.
Awesome.
She is a, I don't have a problem with that. She doesn't either anymore. Her name is, I'm going to call her TJ, okay? Well, let's just say TJ. She's a animal control officer here in New Hampshire who's found out, guess what? She has the gift of animal communication and she's very intuitive. She's waking up as to who she is. Thank you.
Well, and she's got mediumship skills too, because she can hear from Lucy. She can hear from Earth Angel, who's been an important part of this. And we know it's going to get wrapped up here in this next month or so.
Another thing that for Judy, I'm getting is, Mom, can you ask some questions? Okay, so apparently your baby wants to hear you talk a little more. Our animals like to hear us talking, hear you. Well,
Yeah.
questions, you have comment, anything from me and Pamela or anybody. You hear that, Jody? You better start talking.
We'll give her some space.
But
We'll
Judy,
give her some space. Yep. Okay, June, you don't just have Jake riding in the car with you. You have both Jake and Lucky together.
oh my God, yes.
Yeah, I don't think you knew that.
Yeah.
I don't think you knew that. And I also want to add to Judy here, I do feel like Boo has been going with you for those medical appointments.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yep. So I sensed you're a little bit nervous, and anybody would be. So therefore your vibration isn't as high as it could be. But if you stop and center yourself, you'll sense that he's with you too. Okay, all right.
Crystal
That's
blue.
nice. That's nice. I like that. That's nice. He's more than welcome.
Who in this group has either thinking about getting a blue crystal of some sort or has a crystal? Why am I hearing crystal blue? Something crystal blue? I might as well get that out because they keep doing that.
Something
Okay.
came up crystal blue for me. I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was a kind of a big deal. Let's see. Isn't it wild how something that's so outstanding can totally leave your mind?
Yes.
Blue loves her voice. He loves to hear her voice. It's calming to him. Does she understand? Judy, do you understand that?
Calming to do to hear my voice.
It's calming to him to hear your voice.
I talk with him now, but when he was here in the physical, he was included in all my conversations. I talk to him all the time.
Well, see, well, he still wants that. He still misses that. Chris is like that too with Donald. Chris will do anything to egg Donald on to get Donald talking.
Yep.
And June, you were talking about blue crystal. I don't have a blue one yet, but do you see all this on my neck?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I was drawn to wear a whole bunch of them today.
On top of the blue dress.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I didn't see that.
And you're talking blue. This is actually amethyst here, so I don't know. I'm not sure what. I actually do have a small blue crystal on hold at this moment. I haven't purchased yet.
And for those of you that are listening tonight, if you don't believe in angels and archangels, please reconsider, because I'm hearing, pay attention. Okay, thank you. Also listen to masters. I'm hearing Archangel Raphael to help you with your opening up to the animals, and Saint Germain for healing energy. You'll see purple through your closed lids, maybe the color purple. That's Saint Germain coming in, and green. Emerald green is Archangel Raphael. Thank you.
Thank you, June. Thank you. And looks like we lost Judy for the moment, but that's okay. She's still testing out the whole system and whatnot. So wonderful, wonderful. Any other stories that anybody would like to share here? I am still here. It's important, that we know this. The universe is much bigger than we when we're in our third dimensional thinking think it is. Huge. Totally huge. So, but well, June, anything else you want to add, sweetie? We're coming close to closing. I know you were a little spent after your whole ordeal earlier. But
I don't, yeah, spent is right. It's like, I'm going to get in there.
right.
No, I don't have anything else except I want to say thank you and send my love and healing energy to Judy and Donald, especially because they're here, it seems like, supporting Pet Detectives International Radio. And I'm going to tell you something, Judy and Donald and the rest. It won't be long before you're just going to hear PDI radio. That's how well we'll be known. And you people have been supporting us, and I won't forget it.
Yep, and I'm on that same page. Yep, we remember.
Yep. Love you guys.
Yep. So, yes. So we want to thank all of you who came in tonight to join us. I want to also thank anybody else who may listen to this in the archives. It will be in the Pet Detectives International YouTube channel. And there is a couple other shows there, but a few other videos in there. And as things happen in and around Pet Detectives International, we'll add more in there. But we're now in the month of December for everyone to remember. This is kind of a tough time of the year for people, okay? And to send out some good thoughts to those you see who are alone or who are hurting or going through challenges or missing people or missing pets, the whole list, right? When we talk about missing a loved one, we're talking about our pets too. It's very important. And we're also now in the Hanukkah season, so there's a lot of people coming together there too. And you know, do whatever you need to do for yourself. Be around those physical pets you have, or talk to those pets who like Boo or Chris, or Lucky or Jake, or like me with Earth Angel. Those who are around us, who are still here. They're here to comfort us. They know how we're feeling. They know what's going on with us. Because being in the spirit realm, they can see past, present, future. And you know what? Love doesn't stop just because they're not in a physical form. It can grow immensely more. It can enhance itself. So do what you
Well,
can.
thank you, Donald, because I just got ran over in the house here by a pack of Shelties.
Okay, Junie. Thank you, sweetheart. So, and that's what happens for us as communicators, animal communicators, mediums. We get to connect with the love that comes in to honor all of you. So have a great week. I'm grateful for you all be here. Elaine, thank you for coming in, sweetheart. Big hugs to you. And gonna be seeing you soon. We just don't know how soon that is.
Thank you, Pamela, for doing this show. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Right. And hopefully maybe it's next week. I don't know, but Elaine and I, we know there's a trip coming forward that we're going to be getting together. I can't remember how many years now it's been since we've seen each other, but we've been working from coast to coast, her in New Hampshire, me in Arizona. And these cases that we're working on are bubbling, and we know that there's going to be some action that we can share with you. So anyway, God bless everyone. Big hugs across to all. Take care until next week.
Thank you, ladies. Have a good
Bye-bye.
night.
And John, tell Jody we said goodbye to her too, please. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night.